5th annual bike rally.
I'm gonna tape Tim.
Alright, we're gonna get started. You ready?
And I'm gonna tape him. I'm taping already.
How's everybody doing? We're gonna get started, is that all right? Or would you rather just hang out and eat hot dogs? Are the hot dogs good? All right, sweet. All right, we're gonna get started. We are Chaos on Wheels. My name is Jeremiah. I founded Chaos on Wheels about 10 years ago. We travel all over the country. We have 2 teams, and we actually have both teams here today. This is only the 2nd time ever in history that we've done this, where we've brought everybody together. We're calling it our mega show, and we're doing it right here in Mason City. I'm gonna introduce a few riders to you. I'm gonna start off with them as they join the team. The newest member to the Chaos on Wheels team is Donnie J, all the way from St. Paul, Minnesota. Give it up for Don Johnson! Donnie J, a little manual over here, transferring back and forth, come back to the quarter pipe. Little setup here. The way this big tail whip to disaster. Give it up for Donnie. Yeah. Next up, we got Lucas Hasty. Give it up for Luke. Luke is all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's been riding with the Chaos on Wheels team for about 2 years now. Traveling all over the country with us. A little 360 on the backside of the jump box. Come back to the quarter pipe, a little setup there. Coming back, give some 360 and back into the backside over there. Give it up for Luke. We also got Sean Morgan. Give it up for Sean. Let's see what he's got for you guys. Sean with a little hang 5 manual thing coming back down the backside of the ramp. Yeah, Sean. That's Sean Morgan. Who else we got? We got AJ Haynes all the way from Mason City, Iowa. Does anybody know where that's at? Give it up for AJ. AJ lives right here in Mason City, riding the local skate park almost every day. And when he's not doing that, he's traveling the country with Chaos on Wheels, ripping it up all over the place. Give it up for AJ. Yeah. We also got Jay Schlee. Jay's from the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, somewhere up there in the Twin Cities, one of those little suburbs, and he's out here riding and rocking with us today. Make some noise for Jay. Jay's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, so come on over after the show and talk to him. All right, we also got Tim Oliver. Timmy joined up with Chaos on Wheels almost 5 years ago. He's been rocking it. When Tim's not riding his little BMX bike, he's rocking it on the big motocross stuff, doing the freestyle motocross, and he's currently training to be a cage fighter. He's into the ultimate fighting thing, so he's a wrecking machine. Give it up for Timmy. We also got Travis McCray. Travis used to live here in Mason City. He's now living down in Ankeny, Iowa, going to school down there, managing a pizza place and ripping it up on his little bicycle. Give it up for Travis. Travis is actually just coming off of a broken ankle. This is the first time he's been on his bike riding in front of people, so he's gonna take it easy, but give it up for Travis. And last up, we got Frank Stewart, the birthday boy, all the way from Mason City, Iowa. He's been traveling with me. Frank and I have been doing shows together for over 10 years now, traveling all over the country. Frank is 36 years old today, and he's still tearing it up on his bicycle. Give it up for Frank. Yeah, Frank's... Frank, a little nose wheelie 180 thing coming out. He's doing some tricks we call flatland. This is stuff you can do on your bike without the ramp. If you're gonna go home and try this stuff, we recommend you start out with the flatland stuff because it hurts a lot less to fall off your bike when it's on the ground than when you're flying through the air. Frank coming back around, whipping a little whiplash, kicking the frame of the bike around the front wheel, holding on to it. What do you guys think of Frank? Gonna bring him back up. He's gonna hop back up on this bike here. A little roll around, one hand holding on to it. Crazy balance move by Frank there. Frank's got amazing balance. Hopping up into the little thing we call the cherry picker. Give Frank a hand as he's hopping there on his back. We'll hopping back up to the pedals. Do a little pedal picker. Back down and riding away. Yeah, Frank. I think he's got one more for you. Actually, I think Frank and Travis and AJ got a little thing they want to do together. Let's bring it out. We'll do a little three-way action here. Let's make some noise for these guys. Let them get set up for this. We got Frank, we got AJ, and we got Travis. These guys used to ride together almost every day when Travis lived up here in Mason City. Don't get to ride with Travis as much, but there it is. Hang fives all the way across the parking lot. It's kind of chaotic. It's like synchronized swimming, but not really. It's a race, and I think Travis is leading. All right, there it is. All right, Frank's got one more for you. Two more? All right, Frank's got 2 or 3 more for you. Let's make some noise for Frank. Get behind him. Remember, the louder you guys are, the better these guys ride. So, see what he's got. Give him a hand. Let's get him back on his bike. Let him try that one more time. Jumping back up, going this, scuffing on the back, holding on. Yeah, Frank. No hand in it. Look at the balance on that guy. Doing the little hat switch too. Let's see if he can get back to the pedals. If he gets back to the pedals, it'll be like one of the first times I've ever seen him pull this trick off. Frank's just holding on to it forever. Getting back, not quite to the pedals, but still scuffing like a madman. Give it up for Frank. All right, you guys want to see one more? There's like 4 people that are really excited. Everybody else is like, whatever, man. We want to eat more hot dogs. All right, here's Frank doing the big bar ride. Stand up on the handlebars, riding all the way down. Hanging on to it. Let's see if we get him to turn a corner here. Maybe we can do it all the way around this course. He doesn't run out of speed. Out of speed. Give it up for Frank. What do you guys think? All right, you want to see these guys hit the ramps a little bit? We're gonna have to get louder than that. Make some noise for Donnie J. Donnie coming back in, a little bar, spin up to the top of the ramp there. Dropping back in. What's he got for you? Funny how tail whipping into the backside of the ramp. What is that? I don't get to ride with some of these guys very often because they're on the other team. They get to travel around with my brother, but let's bring out Sean. Let's see what he's got for you guys. Make some noise for Sean. Selling a no-footed nose pick there, selling up on his front wheel, no-footing it. Double peg, selling up here on the big 8-foot tall ramp. Tim's getting set up over there on the big 8-foot quarter for something else. Showing a little nose wheelie down the backside. Give it up for Sean. Let's bring in Tim. Let's see what he's got. Tim just rolled in here about 10 minutes ago, threw on his pads, got in his bike, and he's gonna rip it up big. No-footed one-hander, launch it over the box. Yeah, Timmy. Timmy, a little foot jam nose pick. He doesn't have a front brake on his bike, so he's gotta stick his little toes. What? Right into a big tail whip on the quarter pipe. Tire tapping it on the box. Tim's tearing it up tonight. Give him a hand. We got Frank. Let's bring him back out. Styling Stu. He's got this big astronaut helmet on. He's gonna take some of that flatland stuff, move it up to the top of the ramp, do a little roll around up there, coming back in the backside. Give it up for Frank. Big air in the club, coming back in the jump box. Tucking it up. That's Frank for you guys. Big one-handed air on the quarter pipe. Come back in the jump box one more time. A little manual. Airing out, setting up. What's he got? 180. The 180X up back into the backside. He's still got more. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He just doesn't quit. Still going and going. Big one-footer. No-footer manual thing there. Double peg coming over here in the quarter pipe. Come back in the jump box. Rocket manual all the way down and around and holding on to it. Back to the flat ground. Back to the pedals. Give it up for Frank. Let's bring out Jay Schlee. What's he got for you? Airing out on the quarter pipe. Come back in the jump box. Nice big tuck air to tabletop. Airing out on that quarter pipe. Setting back up. Coming back. A little transfer from landing to landing. Yeah, Jay, give him a hand. Jay, a little tuck here to turn down. Jay's just throwing down the tricks all over the place. 180 in and around, 180 and back down into the front side of the box. All right, let's bring in Lucas Haystay right after Travis McRae. We call that one a snake in the BMX world. Travis just snaked Luke on that run. Travis coming back a little double fake, grinding up on the apron, coming back with the jump box, hang fiving it all the way down, holding back on. Here comes Luke coming in hard. Luke airing out on the quarterback, coming back on the jump box. What's he got for you? Little nose wheelie. Luke toothpicks all up there in the big 8.5 foot tall ramp, all up there just on his front peg. Manual transfer from ramp to ramp. Come back up big air. Pedaling super hard as he transfers from landing to landing through the air. Come back to the quarter pipe. That's Lucas. Give it up for him. Let's bring in AJ Haynes. AJ. Not a lot of people know this, but AJ actually stands for Awesome Jumper. And you'll see why. When AJ was born, his mom and dad looked at him and said, this kid's gonna rip it on a BMX bike. Let's name him Awesome Jumper. That's why he goes by AJ Haynes. We got Timmy, we got AJ. What's AJ got for you? He's got one more 540 Hurricane in it on the front side of the jump box there. Yeah. All right, let's bring in Tim Oliver one more time. We call him the Tornado Timmy because he's kind of a natural disaster waiting to happen. Jumping up and over the box, not quite feeling it. Coming back, airing out on the quarterback, come back on this jump box. What's he got for you? Big suicide no-hander, tucking the CPI between his legs, throwing his hands way up. Come back one more time. Big Superman! Get up for Tim. All right, here comes Donnie J. See what Donnie J's got for you. Manual up and over the jump box, come back to the quarter pipe, airing out, setting up for something big on the jump box. Come back. Big nothing. Donnie taking it all off. Hopping back on the bike, riding white nice and clean. Big no footer to X up by Don Johnson. Not to be confused with the guy from Miami Vice. Donnie J, a little 360 tap, the tail whip, bunny hopping to the backside. He looks like he's all right. Give it up for Donnie J. Bring in Sean one more time. See what Sean's got for you. Sean's more of the technical rider. He's got all kinds of crazy front wheel tricks. You see him throwing down all kinds of weird stuff on his front wheel on top of the ramps. Get behind him, make some noise for him, let him know that you love him. Yeah, Sean. Let's try it one more time. Get behind him. Let's see him pull this thing off. Nose pick, tail open it, scuffing it, almost getting back to the pedals. I think he wants to try it one more time. Get behind him, let's see him. Third time's the charm, here it is. Nose pick, tail open it, scuffing it. Give him a hand anyway for trying hard. Super hard trick. We got Travis coming back in. See what he's got for you. Come back up, manual up and over the box, come back to the quarter pipe. Double peg grinding it. Back up, nose wheelie 180 and back into slider out. Give it up for Travis. Awesome bike control by this guy. Just coming off a broken ankle. He's only been back riding on his bike, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Not very long, but he's still tearing it up. Yeah, Sean. Jay just informed me that Travis is actually a foosball champion of Ankeny, Iowa. I did not know that, but I guess when he had a broken ankle, he was just ripping it up on the foosball table, and he won a few trophies. And we got Frank with a big one-footed air up over the jump box, come back, setting up, come back, one more big one over the box. Fucking up, kind of jiggling a little there in the air. Let's see him give it one more shot at this thing. Manual transfer, coming back. Yeah, Frank. Table topping it up and over the jump box. Airing out on the quarter pipe, big turn down air. Nose picking it, holding it on. Dropping back in. What do you guys think of Frank? Y'all having a good time this evening? All right, Frank's got one more little trick for you. Let's see what he's got for you. Coming up, rocket manual all the way over here. Holding on to it, scuffing it back in, hopping it into the front side of the jump box. Yeah, Frank. Big alley-oop there in the quarter pipe. Give it up for Frank. Let's bring in Luke Haystay. Remember, the louder you are, the bigger these guys go. So make some noise for Luke. He's gonna throw down some craziness for you. Luke airing out on the quarter pipe, come back in the jump box. Going for the 720 tire tap, 900 tire tapping it, and going in fakey. Hold on to it. Yeah, Luke. Come back one more time. like a top on the back wheel there. 2 times all the way around on the back wheel. 720 tire tap. Here comes Luke, nose wheeling it, setting up. What's he got for you? Big air thing. Let's bring in AJ one more time. Let's see what he's got for you. AJ, a little tuck air to turn down thing, coming back, airing out, hitting the jump box. Big no footer to no foot can. Yeah, Edge. Bar spin X up. AJ's tearing it up, throwing the handlebars all the way around, pitching them, and then turning them around backwards one more time. Little 360 slider thing on top of the box. I haven't seen him do that one before. AJ, a little tail whip up to the top of the box. Get behind AJ, make some noise for him. He's coming back. He's got one more for you. Big transfer from landing to landing. Yeah, AJ. Here comes Sean Morgan. See what he's got. Coming back in, up to the landing. Stalling on his front wheel, gonna roll it in fakie. Let's see him try that one more time. Let's get behind Sean, give him a hand. Coming up, here it is. Nose picking it, rolling all the way down, little nose wheelie, no putting it back to the pedals. Trying to 180 out of it. Super hard trick. All right, bring in Timmy, or Jay Schlee. Let's bring in Jay. Jay looks like he's itching to throw down something for you. Make some noise for Jay. Big turn down, clicking it all the way around. Coming back, let's see what he's got. If he's got one more for you. Another big X up to tabletop. Jay linking a couple tricks together. Airing out of the core pipe, come back to the jump box. 180, up to tire tab. Dropping back in, give it up for Jay. Yeah, Jay doing a little tabletop, looking at the crowd, working it. All right, Timmy. No, Donnie J. Donnie J, what do you got? Donnie's a big air in the corner, come back to the jump box and a big 361 hander. Yeah, Donnie. Come back, I think he's got one more for you. 540 and on the quarter pipe, 540 degree spin. Xing it up, coming into the front side of the jump box there. That's Don Johnson. Everybody give him a hand. We got Tim Oliver coming back in. Big bar spin, pitching it. Coming back up over the other jump box with the guy, big Superman one more time. Yeah, Timmy. Timmy the Superman seat grab, linking all kinds of tricks together back to back in it. Landing a little low on that quarter pipe, but he's still gonna make it work. A little 360 tire tap coming back in, airing out of the quarter pipe. That's Tim Oliver, everybody. Lucas Hasty, what do you got? Coming back up, he's thinking of something, airing out of the quarter pipe, come back on the jump box. 360 it around, come back up to the other quarter pipe, nice setup there, super high, about 4 or 5 feet out there. Another 360 back to back. Lucas air to ice pixels. Little tabletop bunny hop in. Alright, we're going to try to get Travis and Frank out here to do some double stuff. We're going to move on to a part of our show where we try to get a couple guys out on the ramps at the same time. Frank and Travis both doing hang fives across the ramp. Travis is hang five down, Frank's stalling out to a nose pick and riding away. Travis is still going with the hang five all the way around. Keep it going for Travis. Yeah. We got Frank coming back in. Let's see what he's got for you. Little nose wheelie, hang five thing, that nose pick tail whip, holding on to it, scuffing it around, still holding on, coming right up to the edge, gonna hang on five all the way down, rolling on the front wheel. Ah, Frank. And on your birthday too, dude. Alright, Travis has got one for you. Make some noise for Travis. Little nose big tail whip there. Hopping back in. Travis wants one more shot at that trick. There it is, nose pick, tail whipping around, back to the pedals, hopping in. Here comes Frank, 540 nose, going for the 540 nose pick. Let's see him try that trick one more time. He's gonna spin 540 degrees on his front wheel. Come back around, there it is. Yeah, Frank. Frank going for the Abubica to bar spin, trying to hop it up to a nose pick. Not quite working out. Give him one more shot at it. Make some noise for Frank. Get behind him. There's the Abubica. There's the bar spin up to a nose pick. He's going to scuff it back right up the edge. Going in fakey, rolling backwards. Hey, how you doing? That's Frank. We got AJ and we got Tim. They got a little doubles action they want to throw down for you guys. Make some noise for them. We'll let AJ get set up here. I don't know, Tim. He pointed at you, so I don't know. Just make something up. All right, here we go. We're gonna get them. They're gonna drop in side by side. They're gonna throw down some trick. Make some noise for them. Get behind them. All right. I'm gonna count to 3, all right? All right, never mind, just go do it, whatever. Big Superman side to side. AJ's slipping a little bit on the pedal. Who's going where? We're gonna have mid-air collisions here. Generally, doubles riding is stuff you want to practice for days and days in advance, but the problem is that most of the time, half these guys are on one side of the country, the other half are on the other side of the country. We don't get to talk too much, so we just make stuff up as we're going. Let's bring out Donnie Che. Let's see what he's got. Don Johnson. Manual up and over the jump box. Come back to the quarter pipe. Air it out. Nice big setup here. Coming back one more time. What's he got for you? Big Superman nothing. What is going on? Yeah, Donnie. Doing the Superman, doing the nothing, doing a little one-handed pointer. Come on, Donnie, ripping it up. Big tail end, nice and slow up and around the quarter pipe. Yeah, Donnie. All right, let's bring out Sean. This is Sean's last little run right here. Make some noise for Sean. All right, Sean. All right, Sean, what are you doing? Trying to go for the toothpick, so I was going to try to stall up there on his front peg and hold on to it. Let's make some noise for Sean. Get behind him. Toothpick stalling it. Not quite working out. One more shot. Let's give it to him. He's going to hold it on to it. There it is, stalling on the front peg, losing his balance a little bit. He wants one more. He's not happy. He wants this trick. Let's get behind him. There it is. All right. AJ's got something. Mind your way. I'm just going to hang out here. All right, here comes AJ. Give him a hand. Air it out on the corner. Jump box. Come back to the quarter pipe. Double fake stalling it. Setting up. Come back to the jump box. Big 360 turn down. Yeah, AJ. Double fake stalling it here. Coming back to the other jump box. What's he got? Another big 360. He's getting the feels for the 360s. All right, coming back one more. Big 360 bar spin. We call that one the truck driver. AJ driving the truck over there. Give it for AJ. Let's bring out Luke Hastings. All right, Lucas, what do you got? Airing out on the quarter pipe. Come back to the jump box. Manual up and over transfer. Come back over the other quarter pipe. Tail up, airing it on the corner. Whipping the bike all the way around. Yeah, Luke. All right, that's Lucas. Let's bring out Frank Stewart. Let's see what he's got. Him and his big astronaut helmet. Make some noise for Frank and the big power loop in there, pedaling super hard. Airing out on the quarter pipe, come back in. Huge tabletop here on the quarter pipe, come back in the jump box. Knocking it up, doing a little thing we call the grizz here. Yeah, Frank one-handed air up over the jump box, come back. Going for the one-footed air in the corner pipe, not quite getting his foot off where he wants to. Bar spin, tail tapping it up there, stalling up on his back wheel, throwing the handlebars all the way around. Coming back in, slowing it down just a little bit. Let's see what he's got for you. Nose pick, tail whip, holding on to it. Nose pick, tail whip, 540. What is he doing? Frank is ripping it up here because it's his birthday and he can. Yeah, Frank. All right, let's bring in Jay Schlee. Jay's got one more little run for you. Make some noise for Jay as he drops in. No footer, one-hander. Can, I don't even know. He was linking so many tricks together that I lost count. big no foot can, or big can on that. Come back, airing out of the quarter pipe, little alley-oop here, come back. Transferring from landing to landing, coming setting up on something over here on the quarter pipe. See what he's got, one more trick. There it is, 180. Not quite working out the way he wanted. We're gonna give him one more shot at that. Make some noise for Jay Schlee. Come on, get behind him. See the big air to 180, almost landing it, kind of losing his balance there. Give it up for him, trying hard. Let's bring out Travis.
Go Travis!
Travis says he's got to try a couple more tricks for you guys. You want to see Travis do a few more? Travis, a little nose wheelie on the jump box there. Alright, Travis, what do you got? Foo-Fanoo to ice pick. Let's see him try that one more time. He's going to self down his back wheel, hop it back down to the back peg, and then hopefully ride away clean. There it is. There's the Foo-Fanoo. There's the ice pick, holding on to it. Back up to tire tapper going in. Linking 3 tricks together there for you guys. Yeah, Travis. Nose pick, double pick stalls. Trick of stall, the slider. That's Travis McCray, everybody. Give it up for him. The no-hander to no-footer. Come back in, air it out. Alright, give it up for Tim. He's got one more jump for it. No, landing low. We're gonna give Timmy a little break here. Give Tim a hand, make some noise for him. Okay, AJ's got one trick for you. Make some noise for him. AJ's all the way from Mason City, Iowa. Local guy, big horseman transfer. Coming back up here now on the quarter pipe, double peg stall it. Back up and over. Coming back here to the jump box, quarter pipe, airing out, double pegging it. Eyeing up the ramp. Let's see what he's got for you. Make some noise. Tail whip transferring it, riding away nice and clean. Transferring from one ramp to the next with a big tail whip. All right, Donnie J's gonna finish it off here for you guys. All right, make some noise for Donnie J. Donnie makes nothing to X up. What? Donnie J jumping up and over the jump box there, setting up, come back, nice big setup here in the quarter pipe, come back in the box one more time. What's he got for you? Superman cross-legged knack thing. I don't even know what he's doing. He's going nuts. Donnie is ripping it up, boys and girls. Give it up for Donnie J. Hey, here's what I want to do. We want to move on to the part of the show where we do the hard tricks. Is that all right? We've been kind of holding back, keeping all the easy stuff right now. We're going to do the hard stuff in a little bit. What I need y'all to do is I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to hold the microphone out like this. And I want you all to make as much noise as you possibly can. The louder you are, the bigger the final tricks are going to be. Is that cool? You ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, I might be mistaken, but I think y'all were louder when we started. What's going on? Alright, let's try this. I want to just try like side against side. Maybe if we get some competition going, we'll get the blood flowing, alright? So we're going to start with you guys first, alright? I'm going to hit 3 and you guys make as much noise as you possibly can, alright? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's try this side over here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How does it work that there's half as many people over there, but they're louder? All right, I know it'll get you guys going. We got some free T-shirts. Anybody want some free stuff? I figured as much. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys all like about 5 minutes to rest your vocal cords, and then we're going to try this T-shirt thing and see who gets a free T-shirt based on who's louder. Okay? While you're doing that. While you're resting your vocal cords, I'm going to talk. I'm going to use mine while you're resting yours, all right? We're going to let these guys get a drink of water or whatever, and then we're going to come out here and we're going to finish this off with some big tricks. And what I've heard rumors of is 360 tail whips and back flips and some other insanely crazy tricks going down. And not only one guy doing them, but 2 or 3 guys doing them all at the same time. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. All right? What I want to do real quick, though, is I want to talk to everyone here and just address something. So if I can just, we travel all over the country. We get to talk to hundreds of thousands of kids every year. And the one thing that we've always come across is that people all over this country seem to struggle with failure. Has anybody here ever made a mistake or felt like they were a failure? Yeah? See, it's great that everybody struggles with that, because that's something that us as bike riders can relate to really well. Because believe it or not, there's not a single one of us who got on one of these bikes, came out here and did a trick, and like pulled it off the first time. You've seen some of these guys falling down, getting hurt, whatever. Believe it or not, that's kind of our life story. We spend more time on the ground than we do, well, we spend a lot of time in the air, but usually end up on the ground and not riding away on the wheels, you know? And one thing that I like to link that back to is that we all have mistakes, we all make mistakes, we all have failures in our lives, we all mess up once in a while, right? Does everybody agree with me on that? Yeah? All right. And one thing that people seem to always try to do is they try to fix their mistakes. Everyone seems to spend a lot of time trying to fix their mistakes. There's a lot of self-help books out there. There's all these psychologists on TV and on the radio, and there's all these people trying to help everybody out and fix their mistakes. And some mistakes in our lives we can fix, all right? Some things are just like when we crash here and we get up and we brush ourselves off, get back on our bike, and we're all right. Sometimes our lives are like that, where we can just brush ourselves off. But once in a while, there's things in our lives, some mistakes in our lives, some failures in our lives, some things that we can't pick ourselves up, some things that we can't overcome. And it's those type of it's like those times when these guys get in the air and they're flying through the air and they come down, they crash down here and they're laying down on the ground all beat up and they can't get up. And I want to talk about those kind of mistakes and how you can overcome it. I don't know if you guys I don't know if there's people in the audience right now who are struggling with drugs. Maybe there's people struggling with alcohol. Maybe it's bad relationships. Maybe you're just addicted to video games. Maybe you're just chasing after money all the time. I want to tell you what, I went through a stage in my life where I chased after trying to be rich and famous riding my bike. And I got to be 21 years old and had poured years of my life into riding my bike. And I was still working at a job I hated. I was living in my parents' basement. And I was 21 years old and I was very angry and very mad at the world. And one night I sat down in my parents' basement and I was very upset, and I looked up at God, and I was raised in a Christian home. My dad was a pastor, and so I thought because I was a Christian and my dad was a pastor that God would take care of me and he'd do all this stuff for me, you know? And I was 21 years old, hated my life, and I said to God, I said, why are you cheating me? And I'm sure there's people out in the audience right now, there's people right now, you guys know who I'm talking about, that you feel like God's cheating you. You feel like there's something missing in your life, like you hate your life. You feel like there's just something totally missing and nothing makes sense to you. And what I have to say right now is going to change the rest of your life. So what I want to do is I want to just ask everybody who's talking back and forth, all the kids who are running around, all the people who are eating hot dogs, whatever, I'm going to ask everybody just to take a moment and listen to me for like the next 2 minutes. Because what I have to say will change people's lives for eternity. And I don't want people here who don't care what I have to say to mess it up for people who actually their lives can change, okay? If you don't get anything else out of what's going on here tonight, I don't care about the BMX tricks, I don't care about the hot dogs, I don't care about the band that's going to play later, I don't care about anything except for what I'm going to say right now. And that is that every single one of us has failed in a way that God can't even look at us. That's called sin. And in God's eyes, we're laying down here on the ground and we just tried to do a major trick and we landed and we're laying down there beat up and we can't get up. And no matter how hard we try to fix our sin, no matter how hard we try to overcome drugs or alcohol or bad relationships or swearing or just stupid stuff in our lives, no matter how hard you try to overcome it, you'll never do it. Because you're laying down there just like some of our guys end up laying down there, and we have to go over and we have to pick them up and brush them off and throw them in an ambulance and send them to the hospital. And right now what God is doing is he's looking down at you and he's seeing you laying down there all beat up and messed up. And he's saying, you know what? I love you so much. I want to reach down and I want to pick you up and I want to help you. And he did that. He sent Jesus Christ down here to live and walk with us 2,000 years ago. And Jesus died for us on the cross. And he did that so that we don't have to try to pick ourselves up. So he can just reach down, pick us up and brush us off and say, there, let me take care of you. And there was a point in my life where I had to finally just give up. And I was 21 years old, I was living in my parents' basement, I hated my life, and I was trying to fix all my stuff on my own. I was trying to make my life better, I was trying to be successful on my own. And I finally had to give up and say, God, do what you're going to do with my life. And as soon as I gave up, my life didn't all of a sudden get better, but all of a sudden things made sense and I had a purpose. And right now, you guys know who I'm talking to. If you're out there and you feel like there's something missing in your life, you got some big hollow spot in there and you're trying to fill it up with skateboarding or trying to fill it up with BMX or drugs or alcohol or smoking or friends or, you know, relationships or whatever. Nothing in this world. All the guys who come out here and ride their bikes have tried to fill it up in different ways, and we've all learned one thing. The only answer is to know Jesus Christ is your personal Lord and Savior. And right now, in God's eyes, we're all laying down here on the ground. We can't pick yourselves up. And God wants to reach down and pick you up and brush you off and say, I love you. Let me take over your life and let me help you become what I created you to be. And what I want to do right now is I want to just take a moment and I want to give you guys the opportunity to make the same decision that all of us did that will change your life forever. It's not going to make your life easier. It's not going to make all your problems go away. But it's going to give you a best friend who's going to be there to deal with it and help you overcome all that stuff. It's going to give you somebody you can go to and talk to and say, this is what's going on in my life. Help me. Give me power. And it'll open up a gateway to the God, the creator of the universe, the God who made you for a special purpose, for you to communicate with him back and forth and for him to say, this is what I created for you for. This is what I want to do with your life. And he will empower you to do it. And so right now what I want to do is I want everybody just to bow your head. Everybody here. And even if you don't care what I'm talking about, I'm just going to ask you to bow your head and close your eyes because I want you to respect the people who are sitting next to you. Because what we're talking about here isn't some religion. It's not some Jesus thing. This is real life. This is eternity. And believe it or not, if you mess this up for the guy sitting next to you, you could be messing up his eternity. So just respect the guy sitting next to you. Everybody just bow your head, close your eyes, and just look at your life right now. Look at what's going on. Look at what your priorities are. Look at what you're chasing after. And ask yourself, do I really feel like I'm accomplishing everything that God created me to be? And if you don't, and you feel like there's something missing, and you feel God talking to you right now and saying, hey, you know what? What you need is Jesus. What you need is me. Then I want to pray a little prayer. And this little prayer isn't going to save you. It's not going to get you into heaven. It's not going to change your life. But it's going to be the first opportunity for actually you to come and talk to God, the creator of the universe, and say, you know what? I need you. I need you more than I need anything else in this world. So I'm going to pray this little prayer, and you just pray along with me silently, and just know that this isn't some magical prayer. It's just an opportunity to talk to God, the guy who created you, and finally give up your life and accept the gift of salvation through what Christ did on the cross, all right? So everybody with their eyes closed, heads bowed, just pray along with me quietly if you want to take this step. Dear Lord, I just praise you, and I thank you for creating me. I thank you for bringing me here tonight to hear this message. And I just thank you for sending Jesus Christ here to die 2,000 years ago for my sins, to reach down and pick me up and brush me off and just fix everything that I've screwed up. And God, I'm sorry for all of my mistakes, all the things I've done that don't please you. And I just ask that you just now, just through what Christ did on the cross, just forgive me and begin working in my life and begin changing me and begin turning me into what you created me to be. Dear Lord, I just thank you for this opportunity. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Now keep your eyes closed, your heads bowed. If you just prayed that prayer, everybody, if you just prayed that prayer, just throw your hands up in the air. I just want to see who prayed that prayer. All right. If you got your hands up in the air, everybody just keep your heads bowed, eyes closed, whatever. If you got your hand up in the air, if you're sitting down, I want you to stand up. If you're standing up, I want you to stay standing. And when I count to 3, I'm going to ask you to come forward. I'm going to ask you to come up here right by these ramps.
Still doing it?
And I want you to make a bold statement that says, you know what, today I give up and I'm going to stop trying to fix my life on my own. I'm going to let Jesus Christ do it for me. And as you come forward, I don't want you to be afraid. I don't want you to worry about what people next to you are thinking, because what you're doing is going to change your eternity, and this is like the most important thing you'll ever do. And when it all comes down to it, when we're in heaven or we're in hell, it's not going to really matter what your friends thought. It's going to matter what God thought. So if you prayed that prayer, had your hands up, I want you to stand up. And when I count to 3, just come forward. And there's going to be some people up here, and they're going to want to give you something and talk to you. And just like little babies are born into the hospital, you just were born into the kingdom of heaven. And just like we don't send little babies home without anybody taking care of them, we don't want to send you guys home without some information and without somebody praying for you and to take care of you. So when I count to 3, I want you to come forward, not being ashamed, but boldly come forward and say, you know what? Today my life is going to be better. All right? 1. Would you just come forward? 2, 3. If you prayed that prayer, please come forward. If you guys who are Christians out there and you see this, give these guys a hand. They just made a decision that's going to change the rest of their lives. If we have some pastors, some youth leaders, anybody here who wants to come over and help out with counseling these guys, or we're going to have everyone here who just accepted Christ, everyone who just changed their lives, we're going to ask you all to head over to the shelter house right over there, and there's going to be people over there to help you out, and they're going to give you some information. They're going to get your name. They're going to call you. They're going to talk to you. Just feel free to just make your way right over to the shelter house, and there'll be people over there just to love on you, okay? Congratulations, you guys. For the rest of you who are left out here in the crowd, I got a couple challenges for you. While they're doing this, we're not going to let them miss any of the show, so I'm going to challenge you guys. Two kinds of people walked in here today, sat down in this park. There's either people who know Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior, and then there's people who didn't and didn't really care. Right now, as we leave here tonight, there's a good 40 or 50 people who now are going to heaven that weren't going there before, praise God. That leaves two types of people in the audience, though. That either leaves those of you who are still Christians, and that leaves those of you who don't really care. And I want to address the people who don't think they really care. Maybe you're one of those people who sit out in the audience, and I've heard this 100 times, to say, I'm an atheist, I don't believe in God, I don't think God exists. I think it's just a big joke, I'm not really into this religion stuff. If that's your thing, then that's fine, that's cool, whatever. You know, that's what you believe. But I want to tell you a little story. About 5 years ago, I worked for a Youth for Christ chapter in Elbert Lee, Minnesota, and we built ramps just like this in a barn, and we had kids come and hang out and ride with us. And the first day, I'd never met these kids, and the first day, like 3 of them come up to me, and they're like, dude, we're atheists, we don't believe in God, we don't want to hear your Jesus stuff, it's a joke, just don't talk to us about it. And I was like, that's cool, whatever, just hang out, we'll skate, we'll have fun, I'll tell you what God's doing in my life, if you want to believe it, you can believe it, if not, whatever. And that went on for about 3 years. We went back and forth, and these guys telling me about how God was a joke and it was all a lie, and how they see all these Christians that aren't living it, and they're like, what's going on? And I said, you know what? And I kept telling them the truth, and I kept showing them verses in the Bible. And finally, about 3 years after that, went on for about 3 years, one of those kids came up to me and he said, you know what? How do I really know if God is real? How do I find out? And I said, go home tonight. And this is a challenge I want to give to everyone out here who doesn't think God is real. Go home tonight. Get alone, go in your room, go outside, sit under the stars, find a nice quiet place where there's nobody else to bother you. And with all sincerity, with all honestness, look up to the skies and say, God, if you're really real, prove it. And if you do that and you're honest and you're really seeking God, He will show Himself to you. Because God, more than anything in this world, wants to know you as His best friend. And if you really feel like there's something missing from your life and you think God's a joke and you don't see that He's real and you don't see Him in this world of all the hurricanes and all the disasters and all the murder and all the bad stuff, God is out there and He's real and He's changing people's lives, and He can change your life if you just seek for Him and ask Him to show Himself to you. So that's my challenge to you. Go home and ask God to prove it. If you're a Christian, I got a more intense challenge for you. I went all through high school, all through junior high as a Christian. My dad was a pastor. I accepted Christ when I was about 5 years old. It wasn't until I was about 21 years old when I finally actually realized what it was all about. And all through high school, I was really worried about what people thought was cool and what people were thinking about me. And I got in with a bunch of rough guys, and some of my friends were really into drinking and doing drugs and smoking cigarettes and listening to really heavy music. And a lot of them were into, like, I don't know, just crazy satanic bands, and believe it or not, a couple of my friends actually had the Satanic Bible on their nightstand, and that's what they read before they went to bed. The Bible of Satan was their nighttime reading. And me, the Baptist minister's son, went and hung out at these guys' house and seen this and never said a single word because I was afraid they would think that I wasn't cool. I was afraid they wouldn't think I would be their friend. And I want to challenge you right now, if you call yourself a Christian, and if you're walking around and going to church every Sunday and doing all that Christian stuff, are you really living it? Are you really showing it? Think of all the people that you know, all your friends, all your family, all the people you go to school with every day, all the people you go to work with on a daily basis, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your best friend. Go home from here and know that you can take whatever you love to do, whether it's riding a bike or a skateboard, or maybe it's music or whatever, and you can use that to glorify God and share Him with all the people around you. And you can know you're changing your world for the better. That's my challenges to you guys as you leave this place. If you guys believe anything I said, just put your hands together. Are you guys ready for a few final BMX tricks? There's a group right here that's really excited, but I don't know about anybody else. All right, let's give it up for these guys. Who wants a t-shirt? All right, let's bring out Frank Stewart. We got Sean Morgan. Make some noise for these guys. All right, I got Sean, we got Frank. They're gonna do a little doubles action for you guys. Make some noise for them, get them all pumped up. All right, here comes Sean, here comes Frank. Give it up for him. Yeah, a little photo action coming up. We're gonna run into each other there. What are we doing, guys? Yeah, Sean dropping in. Frank scuffing it backwards, still holding on to it. Going back in, no putting it. Yeah, Frank, give it up for these guys. That's a little mid-course collision. All right. Let's see if we got any other doubles action going on. Let's bring Donnie J and AJ out. Let's see what they got for you guys. Make some noise for them. You guys having a good time? Donnie J, AJ jumping the boxes simultaneously. Coming back a little air out of the quarter pipe. Coming back up. What do they got for you? Yeah, guys, that was sweet. All right. Coming back in. AJ, a 360 tail whipping it. Donnie J almost taking his arm off. Let's see him try this one more time. I seen AJ's mom over here on the curb hiding her face. She comes over to me after this. She's gonna come over after the show and probably yell at me. So anyway, AJ's setting up on the quarter pipe. Come back. Here comes Donnie J. Here comes AJ. 360 tail whipping it. Yeah, give it up for those guys. Woo! Yeah. You guys ready for a couple more? We got Sean and Frank coming back in with a few more double swings. Let's see what they got for you. Make some noise for them. Going for the ice pick stall. Frank's still holding on to it. Sean, get back up there. You can catch up with him. All right. Ice pick stall and holding on to it forever. Frank going in. Sean still holding on to it. Give it up for Sean. One foot in it, one hand in it. Still holding on. Frank Manuel now behind him. Yeah, Sean. Give it up for these guys. Frank still out here riding. Make some noise for Frank. Here comes Timmy. Let's see what he's got for you. He's got his little final trick he wants to throw down for you. Let's see if you guys like this one. Make some noise for Tim. Big no-hander raising the roof. Coming back, airing out of the quarterback. Come back in the jump box one more time. What is it? Coming back. Airing out, tabletop. Timmy with a big backflip. What do y'all think of that? All right. We're going to bring out Luke and AJ. I don't know. We're going to bring out Luke for sure. Who do we got? We got some stuff going on. We got these guys over here planning some stuff. All right, we got Jay and we got Luke. All right, Jay and Luke. Jay and Luke are going to get set up for this. We're going to bring out, they actually need some props for this thing. So we're going to bring out Travis as a prop. And who else is going to be our prop? Donnie J? All right, Donnie J is going to be our prop. It's always good when you can use your riders as props, right? All right. Oh, Tim wants to be a prop also. He's going to hang out right in the middle. We're just going to see how many guys we get him to... All right. Make some noise for Lucas. Here he comes, setting up. Airing out of the quarter pipe. Come back in the jump box, pedaling in hard. Big 360 up over Travis. Jay tucking it up and over Donnie J. Try it. Luke's coming back one more time, huh? All right. Woo! All All right. All right. We got 2 more tricks we want to do, I think. I want to see Luke and AJ out here. Alright, wait, we're gonna let Donnie J's got a little trick he wants to do first. And when I say a little trick, I mean it's a little trick. Yeah, right. Donnie J's gonna do one of the craziest tricks in the BMX world, okay? We're gonna get Frank and Travis out here. Donnie J is gonna do a little trick we call the double tail whip. He's gonna hit the jump box, he's gonna get in the air, and he's gonna whip that biker on 2 times. Make some noise for him. Right away from the clean. Yeah, Donnie. Coming back up. Little manual up and over. 1 foot in it. Yeah, Donnie J. Alright, Frank's got one more for you. Make some noise for Frank. This is the last ride he's gonna do on his birthday. Sucking it up over the jump box, come back to the quarter pipe, air it out nice and big. Come back one more time, what he got for you? Yeah, Frank, Stewart. Tabletop air it up over the quarter pipe, come back to the jump box. No sticking and stalling out forever. Big 540 going down hard. You guys want to see him try that one more time? Come on, get behind him, it's his birthday. Frank Stewart's out here, he's gonna throw this stuff down. Big 540 on the quarter pipe. Get him up here setting up. There's a little setup here, come back to the jump box. Gonna set up a little nose pig. Hopping it back in, come back to the quarter pipe one more time. Spinning that 540 all the way around, riding away. Give it up for Frank! We got AJ! We got Luke! Alright, before I bring these guys out, I want to just take one quick second and I want to invite anybody here who wants to know more about Chaos on Wheels, what we do, how you can support us, how you can help us. Just if you just want to find out anything about Chaos on Wheels or whatever, I want to invite you to come and hang out over here under this shelter house when we're all done with the show, okay? If you want to meet the riders, the guys, if you want autographs, that type of thing, if you want t-shirts, stickers, posters, head over to the table right over there by the van. We're going to have all the riders over there signing autographs, and I'm going to go over here and talk to anybody who wants to learn more about Chaos on Wheels. So please come on over and talk to us. We love meeting you guys. We love you being here. We're going to finish this thing off with one final trick, and we're going to let you guys decide what you want to see. I'm going to count to 3. If you guys all want a special trick, if you guys all have one trick you want to see, I want you all to yell it out, all right? You ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. I need you guys all to get in unison on this. Pick one trick and yell out the trick name when I hit 3, okay? Everybody, talk amongst yourselves and figure out what you want this trick to be. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Did I hear a backflip? Anyone want to see a backflip? Anyone want to see 2 backflips? All right, let's get behind these guys. Make some noise for them. Up and over the jump box, come back to the quarter pipe, air it out. We got Luke coming back. Backflip. What do you guys think? Here comes Luke with one more. Air it out. AJ with a big 360. Launching it out. AJ's got one more little trick for you. Make some noise for him. Bar spinning it, coming back in. Here comes AJ with a big tail on the quarter pipe. Luke with a big nose pig tail lift. Timmy's got one more for you. Make some noise for Timmy! You're the only one on a ramp, do something! Give it up for Tim, let's see what he's got! He hates me right now, I just totally left him hanging. He's like, I was done, man, what are you doing? Well, do something. Anybody want to see Tim do a trick? Get behind him! Come back, you think, what's it got for you? Manual up and over. Yeah, Tim. He's still not done. For not having anything to do, he's just going nuts. Going for the 721. AJ. All right. We got Travis coming, little hang five manual. AJ the big Superman. I don't even know what's going on. This is just chaos now. No pun intended. All right, we're all done with the Chaos Wheel Show. Please come on over, meet the guys, get some autographs. Come on over to the shelter house and see more about what Chaos Wheels is really all about. And then when we're all done here, there's a band offering that's going to be playing up at the band show. So we got stuff going on all over the park. You guys are a great audience. Thank you. Have a great night.